In this video, we're going to talk about a floating city in the Maldives. Before starting, do like the video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Welcome to Luxury Elegance. Visionary settlers have used the waves to support their families, houses, and communities, whether they were perched atop lakes, in streams, the ocean, or the sea. Modern real estate investors have long been envious of the world's rare floating islands due to their practicality, creativity, and sustainability. But it has always seemed impossible to transform these local homes into contemporary, scalable, commercially viable real estate. This month, Maldives Floating City MFC plans are revealed by Water Studio in collaboration with Dutch Docklands, a Dutch company, and the Maldives government. The Maldives have traditionally been the idyllic tropical escape, and this was especially true during the pandemic. 1.3 million travelers arrived in 2018, virtually back to pre-pandemic levels compared to 1.7 million travelers in 2019. Everything you need to know about Maldives Floating City. The project, which is centered on an integrated tourism strategy and located 15 minutes by boat from Male and the international airport, will have hotels, homes, stores, and restaurants. It'll be a car-free area that can only be traveled on foot, by bicycle, electric, noise-free buggies and scooters, as well as on the natural white sand roads and waterways. The option of acquiring a residence permit in conjunction with a home purchase is also available to visitors from abroad. In order for people to have a sense of how the homes will appear and feel, Bison will ship the first floating dwelling complex to the lagoon and open it to the public for viewing in August. The construction of the modular metropolis is expected to begin in January 2023 and last for around 5 years. A private-public cooperation between Dutch Docklands and the island's government has resulted in the Maldives Floating City. Cohen Othius, an architect, and Paul van de Kamp, a developer, are the project's founders. Dutch Docklands depends on floating technology from the country, which has a long history of creating buildings to survive floods. Are floating cities climate-proof? At the 2022 MIPIM Awards, also known as the Asian Oscars for International Development, the design by architectural firm Water Studio has a nominee for the Best Futura Project Award. The supply and waste management, excess energy in the smart grid, and the shadows that its massive structure would cast on the seabed that would impair marine life were only a few of the many considerations that influenced the design and urban planning. Another important factor was the forecast of sea rise levels over a 100-year time frame. The project website explains that the city will also encourage coral growth with artificial coral banks attached to its underside, which will in turn provide a natural wave reduction breaker. The city's grid is a nature-based structure of roads and water canals resembling the beautiful and efficient way in which real brain coral is organized, it says. As a sustainable option, floating architecture is becoming more popular due to the threat of climate change. The floating neighborhood of Waterbert in Amsterdam and floating hotels like Copenhagen's Hotel CPH Living and France's Off Paris Seine are recent innovations. Traditional examples include the naturally occurring reed islands on Lake Titicaca and the artificial aquaculture ponds shaping from floating vegetation in Manipur. If everything goes according to plan, the first floating city will be seen in 2027. Even though the project is still in the planning stages, there is a lot of enthusiasm and intrigue surrounding it as a potential answer to the problems that small island nations like the Maldives face. It remains to be seen if the initiative will be implemented successfully, but it exhibits a creative and forward-thinking approach to the challenging problems of sustainability and climate change. What are the challenges facing the project? The Maldives Floating Metropolis project is faced with a number of difficulties, such as the high cost of building and ongoing maintenance, technological difficulties in planning and constructing a self-sustaining floating metropolis, and the requirement to adapt to changing environmental circumstances. The project will necessitate a large investment in infrastructure, including water treatment facilities, waste management systems, and renewable energy sources. The project will also need to handle any potential safety issues caused by harsh weather conditions and the possibility of floods. The project's implementation may also face political and social difficulties, such as problems with land ownership and community involvement. Despite these difficulties, the Maldives floating city exhibits a creative and progressive response to the difficult problems of sustainability and climate change. And it has the potential to serve as a model for other small island countries facing comparable difficulties. So what'd you think about this video? Do let us know in the comment box below. Hey, please like this video and subscribe to our channel and activate that notification bell for our future updates. Thanks so much.